My name's Asher Boyer from ALFA New Zealand. We were here today and we planted 50 poplar trees, poplar poles. This is an initiative that I'm heading with Alan here in the Bay of Plenty to create a sustainable on-farm woodchip supply for animal bedding and potentially biomass operations on farm. So for example, if a farm requires approximately 100 cube of wood chip per annum for their animal bedding needs, then 50 trees would supply that approximately. And over a 5-year period, if you plant 50 every year, by the time you get to the first planting in 5 years' time, they'll be ready for felling. And then by the time you get to that planting, the first planting again, in 5 years, the regrowth will be ready for felling, and everything in between can be harvested. So it's about creating a sustainable supply of wood chip. I feel now is a great time to try this or trial this initiative. There are a lot of other pluses with planting trees on farm. Carbon sequestration, filtration of the dioxins and the toxins in the ground, which the roots do, wind deflection, shading for animals, habitat for insects and birds, and when it comes to actually supplying the farm with wood chip, being able to do it on farm has a far lesser carbon footprint than paying for large gas guzzling trucks to drive hundreds of kilometres to deliver a product which is basically a product that can be developed and produced on farm far more sustainably. It also adds security to wood chip supply, because that is becoming harder to get. And I guess at the end of that, off the back of the animal bedding, electricity is a big thing in New Zealand now, and the lack of it. The government's encouraging everybody to transition into a more sustainable way of heating their homes. Biomass is becoming one of the main options available for that. And if you're creating wood chip for animal bedding, it's not a huge step to create wood chip for biomass to supply heating for milking sheds and so on.
Sustainability in our farming operation is key, and we live that every day, and we're always looking at how we can do better. And environmental needs and requirements on agriculture is just increasing all the time. So, I see this as keeping ahead of the wave and being self-sufficient and sustainable. It ticks a lot of boxes for us. We a few years ago we couldn't get supply from our regular source, and it was a real wake-up call to us, that because you think, we use the same contractors every year, you just get on the phone and in a week or 2 weeks a unit load comes in and they tip it off, but that's not always going to be the case. And I think there's a lot of new technology and there's a lot of changes happening in biofuels. I think the bio is going to be in big demand, and this sort of sustainable idea with the wood chipping just fits nicely in with going forward for us environmentally.